Today, Salado Creek winds quietly through San Antonio's east side. It's peaceful, green, and almost pastoral. But in the 1840s, this creek was the site of one of the most consequential military encounters in early Texas history, a battle that helped define the fragile independence of the Republic of Texas and left behind a landscape layered with memory, loss, and legend. This is the story of the Battle of the Salado Creek and the land where it happened, now home to the Black Swan Inn, one of San Antonio's most storied and reportedly haunted properties. By 1842, Texas was no longer a Mexican province, but it wasn't yet part of the United States either. The Republic of Texas was young, underfunded, and constantly threatened. Mexico did not recognize Texas independence, and cross-border raids were common. San Antonio, positioned near old Spanish routes and water sources like Salado Creek, was especially vulnerable. In September of 1842, that vulnerability became reality. Mexican General Adrian Wool led approximately 1,400 troops north into Texas and captured San Antonio with little resistance. Texian forces, vastly outnumbered, retreated east, but they regrouped quickly under Colonel Matthew Caldwell, rallying about 200 men, including Texas Rangers, volunteers, and Tejano allies. They chose their ground carefully. Salado Creek. Salado Creek wasn't just water, it was strategy. The creek's steep banks, dense brush, and winding course provided natural cover and concealment. Caldwell used the terrain brilliantly, positioning his men in ravines and tree lines, turning the landscape itself into a weapon. This was not a stand-your-ground battle. It was patience, precision, and devastating accuracy. On September 18, 1842, Mexican forces advanced repeatedly toward Texian positions. Each time, they were met with deadly rifle fire from concealed defenders. The Texians suffered minimal casualties. The Mexican army suffered hundreds. But the battle's tragedy deepened when Captain Nicholas Dawson and his company, unaware the main engagement had ended, were surrounded and massacred nearby in what became known as the Dawson Massacre. Together, these events shocked both sides and forced General Wool to retreat from San Antonio. Texas had held. After the battle, Salado Creek returned to quiet, but the land was changed. Locals spoke of unburied dead, of makeshift graves, of lingering silence that felt heavier rather than peaceful. Decades later, when structures rose on this ground, they were built atop history that never fully settled. One of those structures would become the Black Swan Inn. The Black Swan Inn began as a 19th century residence, evolving over time into an inn known for its old-world architecture, stone walls, and intimate courtyards. Guests and staff have reported apparitions of soldiers in period clothing, unexplained footsteps and voices, cold spots and flickering lights, a woman in white near the creek. Whether you believe in the paranormal or not, the location matters. This is the ground shaped by trauma, by fear, by survival. In Texas, and especially in San Antonio, places remember. The Battle of Salado Creek is often overshadowed by larger names like the Alamo or San Jacinto, but its importance is undeniable. The battle proved three things. Texas could defend itself despite limited resources. Terrain and strategy could overcome superior numbers. San Antonio was not easily held by force. This battle helped stabilize the Republic and directly influence Texas's eventual annexation into the United States just 3 years later. Today's visitors come to the Black Swan Inn for romance, mystery, or a brush with the unknown. But beneath the ghost stories is something deeper. A reminder that San Antonio's beauty is inseparable from its past. At Salado Creek, history didn't just happen, it stayed. I'm Gina Candelario with Cooper Sotheby's International Realty. I'll see you next time.